think it's time I do a face reveal. Well, Sonic, today is the day. You no longer have to be the center of attention when I'm making updates in thy videos. Today will be the day that I show my faces to everybody watching. And today is the day of the camera's on and record is right there. Oh. Yeah. How's it going, everyone? Editor Jason here. So before we actually start this video, I want to mention that throughout this video you'll see me scratch and look away from the camera every so often. I do this a lot because the scratching is because of allergies. It's something I can't help. I know it's going to be distracting, but try not to get too distracted by it. Thank you. And as for me looking away from my camera, I usually do that because, well, actually two reasons. One is because my mother is in the other room. Well, not the other room, but she's still in this house, so I always look to see if she's coming in, so I don't always have to stop what I'm doing. And B is because the reason I always look away just so I can form my thoughts and actually, form my words correctly, like I'm having trouble with right now. So that's mainly the reason why. And this is all unscripted, by the way. And yeah. So, thank you for listening and enjoy the video. And I'll see you all later. Hey guys, guess what? I am Jason from Jason the Hedgehog 500. All these years, I've been using this Sonic plush to help with my announcements and all that. Well, not this time. I know I'm not really all that attractive, but hey, what can you do? Plus, I got a haircut yesterday, so I was figuring, hey, why not? Now, I was planning on releasing my face reveal video the month of February 9th, 2022. I know most of y'all know that. For all of y'all who don't know, that is my birthday. And it's coming in the next 2 months. So, you may see this video on my birthday that day, but let you know that this was made 2 weeks in advance. Today is actually January 9th, 29th, if I'm not mistaken. This was actually on January 29th, so this was 2 weeks before I uploaded this video. So, yeah. So, and to my future self, good job on 22 years. More years to come, I guess. Yeah. So you'll basically see me cut through all these. I'm actually trying to make this video as long as I can, but you'll see any cuts anytime I have like big pauses or if I need to do something. But anyways, so yeah. So I thought, you know what? I want to make like 2 videos talking about my face reveal. One video, which is going to be this video, is basically how I got into gaming and how I got into Sonic and my life as Sonic, not only while playing video games, but how it also affected me in real life. So, yeah. Now warning, some of my stories might be pretty silly, and I might throw a little bit of a mix in there, but, so yeah. So, my first video as a face reveal, this is basically my story on my gaming. This is basically on how I got into gaming, what Sonic means to me in games and in real life, and basically where I am today. So, let's get started. So, after the intro that I have, let's start off with my very first console and my very first game. So, my very first console, I'm not sure if you all know about this, but back then when I was around, I believe 5 or 6, I'm not sure, my very first console wasn't a Nintendo console. It wasn't really even a known video game console, but I count this as a video game console. It was basically a leapfrog console. Now, I'm not sure if most of you all remember what leapfrog is, but I'm showing it to you on the video right now. There's a picture of it. And yeah, that was what I had when I was just a young spirit, I guess you can call me. So yeah, there were many games that I got. Dora the Explorer. Honestly, that was the only one I remember me actually getting. And I liked my leapfrog. It was really fun. I liked it. If I wasn't in school, I would like to play it. However, there is one commercial or one game on the leapfrog that I wanted, but I never really got, and which actually had me another console. Now, before I get to that, I want to talk to you about the movie that this game is based on. It was the movie Cars, Disney's Pixar Cars. I know most of you know about Cars. It's not one of the more popular Pixar Disney's. If you're talking about popular Pixar Disney movies, go no other than Toy Story. That is like one of the most popular ones. But I loved the movie Cars when I was little. It was action-packed. I liked racing. I liked cars. So when I saw that there was a commercial for the new Cars game on Leapfrog, I was like, Ma, can I get that? I was like wanting to get it. Like, I waited for Christmas, I believe, to get it for the Leapfrog. However, I got my wish. Sorta. It wasn't actually the Leapfrog game Cars. It was the Nintendo DS version of Cars. Not Cars Orama. I was looking that up when I was looking up pictures of Cars for the DS. So that was the first time I ever touched a DS, and I actually played it. So that was one of the very first games that I actually played, if you don't count the Leapfrog. And I loved it. I loved the movie Cars. It was a fun game, and yeah, I actually loved it. Now going into more about the games I've played. My cousins, who I actually refer to as brothers, I heard that back then, when we were all kids, I heard that they actually got a Nintendo Wii for Christmas, and I was like, wow, that's actually really cool. I don't think I wanted a Wii, but I actually got one when I was around, I don't really remember, I want to say 7 or 8. So I had a Nintendo DS and I had a Wii, and of course the very first game I played on the Wii was Wii Sports. Because come on, Wii Sports was a classic. Everybody who first owned the Wii owned Wii Sports. It was one of those games. It's like if you own a 3DS, you would get Mario Kart 7, or that was like one of the first games that I actually got. And sorry about that cut. That cut was me actually shutting off the camera because I thought my mom came through the door. But anyways, and like most kids who own the Wii, this was basically the package that they got. Right here, see? This was basically their package. I do have games that I want to show off here. So, that's how I actually got my very first console and my very first game. It was Cars for the DS. And I absolutely loved it. However, now we get to a Wii game, and this was actually one of my second Wii games. And then we can move on to the segment of my very first quote-unquote Sonic game. Now, I know what most of you are thinking. Jason, your very first Sonic game? Really? What is it gonna be? The original Sonic the Hedgehog? Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Or maybe even Sonic Adventure or all that? No to all of them. Yeah, it's actually, honestly, and this is a really true story, my first Sonic game was Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I hope this is not flipped on my screen. It actually is flipped, but I'm gonna have to look back to see if my footage isn't flipped. Otherwise, it's gonna be a problem because I'm actually looking at my. I'm also not only looking at my lens, I'm looking at my camera monitors, so I have it flipped. So let me actually check before we continue. Okay, I looked, and on my monitor, this doesn't seem flipped, so I really hope it isn't. So yeah, it's actually not flipped, so that's good. Anyways, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games was not only my favorite, or my first Sonic game, it was my first Mario. Now, before I go, I gotta address, I know people in the community are like, oh my gosh, no more Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. No more of that. Come on, guys. Honestly, I really like the series so much that I can't really say that. I actually say the opposite. More Olympic Games. But anyways, I grew up with this game. This was my very first game, so that's why I'm really attached to the series. Heck, I actually finished my gameplay series of the story mode for Mario and Sonic at Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Yes, I plugged myself. Because I grew up with this. I adore it. I want to say I own every single one, but I don't own a Wii U, so I don't have Sochi 2014, unfortunately. So, yeah. But I had this game, I played it, and now I actually want to get more into, like, my own feelings for this game, because I remember, and this was when we get to the silly part of the story, like, there was a time in my life when I was young where I wanted these characters to actually exist in the real world. It was like, I would always tell to myself, Mom, I want to have I was like saying, Mom, I want, like, Sonic and all these characters to be real. Because, come on, who doesn't? I mean, my wish is half granted. I got these plushes that I make skits out of, so I guess you can say that's kind of what I wished for. But, honestly, it never happened. It was just me being silly and me loving this game when I was a kid. This particular game, the Olympic Games, in my opinion, still holds up. I think London 2012 is a better game, honestly. It's like a really better game. You've seen me play that with other people, and we've always had a blast with it. And I'm glad I got to play these games with you. Yeah. However, I think I should tell you, while Mario was my first Sonic and Mario game, my first actual game with just Sonic alone was Sonic and the Secret Rings. I know, not really the best way to start it. Actually, as a matter of fact, I actually grew attached to this game as well. Any chance I get, I would always play this game. The main campaign was fine. Surprisingly, when I was younger, I actually liked party mode a lot. I don't know my thoughts on party mode now. I mean, I have videos on it. One of the videos I put was on leap year, so that was fun. I don't know. Maybe I can have some other people, like friends of mine, come and we can play this game, just old time's sake, I guess. So yeah, Sonic and the Secret Rings. I guess you could say I also played this, but Now, if you want to ask Jason, what was the actual very first real Sonic game that I played? Not spin-offs, no collaborations, nothing. So Smash Brothers Brawl doesn't count. One of the main series games I actually played and I have a story on is Sonic Heroes. And I can safely say that this was a good choice, because I absolutely love Sonic Heroes. I'm not sure if any of y'all know, but I love this game, alright? There are some problems with it, like slippery controls and whatnot, but I have so much love for this game. So yeah, I basically played this game, and like I say, I actually do have a story about this game when I actually first played it. Yeah, so I was young. I was basically saw like, ooh, they had Sonic Heroes. I actually did not get this cover. This was actually not the cover that I actually got of Sonic Heroes. It was just this old bootleg GameStop covers you see every once in a while. I don't know if I have that. Actually, nah. I'll probably check, because I'm actually gonna do another face reveal video, and that will be all the GameCube games that I've had. I was thinking of doing Switch games, but I'll probably save that for another video. Let's just do GameCube games that I have. But anyways, so yeah, I'll show you that GameStop boxes, if I can find it anyways. I don't know if I had, because that's like a really old box. But yeah, so anyways, I had this, I played it, and I absolutely loved the game. Like, I don't think I knew about half of the characters. At one point I thought Tails was a girl, so that's the thing. Anyways, yeah. Actually, another fun fact about the story is that the game that I had for Sonic Heroes actually was not really working all that well for some reason. I don't know why, but like when I was young, my copy would always say game is not responding. Like, I don't remember if it was scratched. It was probably scratched or it was dirty, but because of that, I never fully got to play or beat Sonic Heroes when I was younger. So yeah. So actually, referring to my cousins or like my brothers, who I call cousins, they loved Sonic Heroes as well. They also owned a GameCube along with Super Monkey Ball as well. So I actually got to play multiplayer with them. I mean, it was like really fun, and like theirs worked. We never got to the last story segment there, but actually, a few years later, I already knew that Metal Sonic was the final boss in Sonic Heroes. Yeah, so I actually already knew from YouTube about Metal Sonic being the final boss, but I actually never got to beat Metal Sonic until later on an emulator. Yeah, I really wish I actually beat him on the game. But then when I started collecting GameCube games for some reason, you'll see the first GameCube game that I collected when I was, I want to say, in college now. During, I think, either my first or second year of college when I started collecting GameCube games, I came across this game, and yes, I fully beat it. I'm actually still collecting medals and A-ranks in this game still, but yeah, I fully beat Sonic Heroes. I still love this game. It will always be a classic. It will always be a cult classic for me. Anyways, which now leads me to I think the final part, and this is also going to be a story about how Sonic the Hedgehog affected me with a little bit of gaming, and this story mainly revolving around my real life. So, alright, time for the final part. So, now, if I'm gonna tell the story, I might as well tell it when I was a kid playing a certain game. And it was not this game, this game. Yeah, back when I was, I don't really remember. I want to say 10, 11, I don't really remember. But when I was in elementary school, let's go with that. When I was in elementary school and I was playing this game, one character was a character I actually liked. Of course, I'm referring to Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, let me pull the camera in closer. Oh, that's way better. Anyways, so, let's see. So, yeah, while I was playing the game, I was instantly hooked on Sonic the Hedgehog. I liked his personality. I liked his power, which was super speed, obviously. And honestly, blue is my favorite color, and it still is my favorite color. Honestly, blue over red. I'm just saying. I'm gonna start a war, but whatever. Anyways, I liked Sonic, and as silly as it sounds, I think Sonic the Hedgehog inspired me to run fast. Cause like, think about it, I never really thought about running before when I was younger. So in school, on the playground, I decided, hey, let's try to run, and let's try playing tag or run. I did, and surprisingly, I found myself picking up speed and like, wow, I'm actually really fast. And now I'm thinking about it, could it be because Sonic inspired me when I was younger? I think so. That's actually kind of weird. So throughout my elementary school days, I liked playing tag and I liked running away from people, and I was pretty good at running fast. Now I'm gonna skip middle school because I guess I'll talk about middle school. Middle school is where I met my friends Elmeister, Toad the Gamer MP or Matt, Eminem, who you've probably seen, and many other people, but it was Elm and Toad the Gamer or Matt that actually we really clicked with in 6th grade. There were some other kids in 6th grade, but I don't think, I'm talking about that you guys see on my videos. Like, you seen Elm on my videos, and yeah. So yeah. Also, Nolan and Salone were also in our middle school, but me, I never really interacted with them that much. I think it was until high school. When when I actually met Elm and Salone, Elm actually brought Salone over to his place. That's where I know him from, and he participated in one of my Deal or No deals. Nolan too, honestly. And I really do like Nolan and Salone, but I'm just saying that Elmeister, and Matt were always closer to me in 6th grade, so that's how we became friends. They also know that I love the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. But speaking of which, going back into that, in high school, there was these sports that people could play. Soccer, basketball, softball, track as well. I actually signed up for track for all four of my years, and I did softball for 3 of my years since I actually played baseball before, but I stopped a while ago. I don't really want to get into that story, like, cause I just don't want to get into that. But track and field. I loved playing track and field. We would always take one of the coaches' vehicles and go out to the track and whatnot. So yeah, it was really fun. I got to participate, and the events that I actually did were long jump. Yeah, were long jump, 100, 200, and I actually attempted the 400 once, and I completely failed. But like, before I get into this, I guess I'll explain how the track goes out real quickly. I'll do it real quick. So I'll try to put the picture up, but there it is a track, and the track is around 400 meters. So our events had the 16 or 1500, which is the mile. 1600, 1500, which is the mile. The 400, the 200, and the 100. The 16 mile, if my math is correct, is basically 4 laps around the track. 400 is 1 lap. The 200 is half a lap, and the 100 is the sprint. I hope we all got that? Good. Because I tried doing the 400, and like I said, I failed. Because I was recently watching and playing this game, and this game had the 400 meters, so I was like, hey, that doesn't look too bad, let's give it a try. It didn't turn out all that well, but I still had fun with it, and it was tiring. So basically I just did the 200, and that was honestly, in my opinion, way better. There's also the 4x100 meters, which I tried. So yeah, I love track. The people that brought me there saw how I did, and they appreciated it. However, there is this one teacher that I will never forget. I need to look up the date of this one video that I put, because this date has big significance to it. Sorry about that, y'all. I was just checking the date of that time. So, on my Mario Party 8 Bowser's Warped Orbit video, for those of you who saw that, and I gotta get a little bit serious here, on the day January 14th, 2017, 2 days before Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Elm actually got a tweet or a text message saying that one of our teachers, who I'm just going to refer to as John O, unfortunately passed away last night. Or, like, not last night, but around that day. So the reason why I mention him is because, well, he happens to be one of the coaches for our school, and he's a very important person in our school. And the reason why I call him John O instead of his last name is because it's just out of respect. I keep it classified just out of respect. I don't want to put his name blast on there. Yeah, because it's just out of respect. So, yeah, he was one of the most important staff in our school. He was a coach, and he actually saw me run one time in track, and I really appreciate it. He was so nice, kind to everyone, and in our high school, we actually have a gym that's named after him. And honestly, after that day, I took it really, really hard, because like I grew attached to him, and he was just really, really nice and kind. Everybody misses him. I know Elm was bawling his eyes out after we were finished with that gameplay. Yeah, after we were done with that gameplay, we were grieving, and like I really took it hard. I really did. Like, I wasn't even bawling or crying, but I really took it hard. Well, hey, at least up there, he's looking down on us. Thank you, John. Thank you. But anyways, away from that sadness, I do want to say that I guess me being inspired by Sonic, I found out that I ran fast and I was able to see other schools and compete against them. It wasn't like a total competitive thing like the Olympics with different countries, but it was like schools going head to head to compete for like the best time, best points, all that. So I'm really glad I got to do it. I know most of you all don't know about that, but my high school friends do. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have for today. I talked about Smash Brothers now. Of course I mean Sonic and Smash Brothers, come on. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed my story. I hope you all enjoyed my journey through all these games. I still have some other games there. And I really enjoy going back in my childhood, talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. So, look, I'm well aware that he has a fan base that kind of sucks with all these different types of people being all weird about it. But to me, in my heart, Sonic will forever be a franchise that I hold dear to myself. So, thank you all for joining me with my face reveal. I do plan on doing another part of my face reveal, and that is talking about different types of GameCube games. My GameCube game collection, right here. And about a little bit of backstory between them. There's not much backstory, but just a bit of a backstory between most of these games. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. Of course, I'll put my face to more, and I'm actually glad I'm doing this face reveal because I actually made a video with Elm, Salone, and Nolan on Wheel of Fortune, which involved my face reveal, or which involved my face getting shown. So, along with my GameCube game collection, tune in later for our very first games of Wheel of Fortune. Take care. Peace and love. Bye, guys.